This is a cool hat. I had my suit coat on and I took it off. It was really serious. I almost had to roll up my sleeves to, look for all these hats just to find my right. I finally found one. Hello, class. Welcome to class. I am Professor Hatter. Today I'm going to do another hat reveal here, and it's a interesting hat. Backstory to it, as Major League Hats would say, story time with Professor, but I'm building up how I got the hat, and it's a good one. So I'm making this video. Today is the All-Star game in Cleveland, and I want to commemorate that Progressive Field, not with an All-Star hat, but a World Series hat here from the 2016 World Series. I know I said one of these stories in a hat history video before. My senior year, my first senior year at Concordia, my college, we were on a band trip in the springtime during spring break. Went to Ohio and New York area. We passed Progressive Field in Cleveland. The bus driver said, "Look, that's Progressive Field. That's where the Indians play." No, that's where the Cubs won the World Series. Duh. So had to wear my Cubs hat for that. And tonight also Baez and Contreras and Chris Bryant are playing representing the Cubbies. Today is a Cubs hat, and I've been getting Cubs hats more often because it's in season and, I'm finding good deals anyways. So I'm going to go through a new hat and compare it to an older version of the hat. You'll see in a second what it is. But first, if you haven't already, if you're not a member of the class, subscribe. I'm working on getting to 100, and I'm working on getting more content out. My own teacher, Major League Hats, had been saying, more content, more subscribers, possibly. So that's what I'm working towards right now, 100 subscribers by the end of August. So that's going to be, no, mid-September-ish. I'll shoot for that. How about that? Mid-September, 100 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed to the class, sub please. Like the video, comment down below, of course, but I'll say it at the end. I just want to say it just so I say it at the beginning here. Anyways, get out a notebook, pen and pencil, and let's get some notes going for new hats. And we're also comparing here, so make sure you're paying attention because there are some big differences. Class is in session. Let's go. Alright, so it was Monday, what was it, July 8th, I was out for like a interview / meeting with a co-worker that my uncle knew from DePaul. And that's in Lincolnwood campus, about 2 or 3 stops away from Addison, which is a stop for Wrigley Field. So I passed Wrigley Field on my way to DePaul, and I figured, especially on my way back, I was feeling really good about how the meeting went. I'm like, let's go see Wrigleyville and just shop around. Maybe I can find a hat, celebrate a good, feeling from the meeting. So you get off the train at Addison, and you walk down, and you immediately see in front of you, across the street, a Subway and a Dunkin' Donuts. You turn to your right, and it was the daytime, and game wasn't going on because it's the All-Star break. So you couldn't see the Jello Shot man at the bar. But right there was Clark Street Sports, one of their locations. It's kind of like a little chain store around Chicago, though it's kind of a cool store. I've talked about it before. Looked there, saw a Mother's Day hat, 2019 for the Cubs, $20. And I'm like, if I don't see anything else at the other 2 stores I want to go to, then for sure I'll come back for that one. I went to Wrigleyville Sports, which is like, other than the Cubs store in Gallagher Way, is the premier Cubs store, or like the Chicago sports store, Wrigleyville Sports. And they had some okay hats. There was an American Needle hat based off the 1912 Cubs hat, and it was really tempting. It was $20, but it just wasn't shouting right at me. And I'm like, maybe next time. So it's nothing being that, screaming at me, take me home at Wrigleyville Sports. Not totally convincing me. I went to one more place. I went to this place called Sports World. And it was about a block away from Wrigleyville Sports, which is on the corner, right across the third base uh, entrance for the game. And I went in to Sports World because they had a bigger space, so I knew they'd have probably a bigger selection. And I saw that on a few of these clearance racks, they had the jerseys and the shirts and the sweaters and all the apparel, the clothing on the rack, and then on top were these mountains of hats. And I'm like, oh my god, it can't be. Is it? It no way. Those they don't make them anymore. There's no way I can't find them on eBay. And I was digging through the pile. There was like at least 20 of these hats sitting on this one clearance rack top, and I was like digging through them all, and I had my suit coat on, and I took it off. It was really serious. I almost had to roll up my sleeves to look for all these hats just to find my right size. But I took my coat off and my suitcase down, briefcase, and just was digging through. I finally found a Chicago Cubs Father's Day 2018 5950. This is a cool hat. I had been eyeing up these special holiday hats for quite some time. If you're new to the whole MLB scene or to MLB hats, since about 2016, I know they had done it before, but in a consistent manner, New Era and MLB have been doing holiday hats for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July. Their Stars and Stripes collection. And I had gotten a Father's Day hat for the 2019, which I'll show later for comparison. But before, I had been looking at the 2018, 17 hats, and 16 hats, and like, they're pretty cool hats. And I'm like, oh, I gotta find one, and either they're on Hatland for maybe like a little bit more than I want to pay, or it's not my size, or it's on eBay, it's on a different team, or Fanatics have it, and I finally found one. I paid a little bit more than I wanted to, $20. I thought, especially being a holiday hat a year after, I mean, $20 is still a good price, but maybe 15-ish, but maybe I'm being too picky. It's still, I know Major League Hat said it was a good price, so anything under 30, this would be a good price anyways. So let's take a look at this close up here. Let's do a freeze frame, and that is the front there. It's a blue C, kind of a royal blue, just like the Cubbies hats normally. And on the outline of the blue C is a lighter blue, just to make the big C pop out. And the blue on the hat, at some lighting, it almost feels like it's a white hat. It's a very, very light powder sky blue, Carolina blue hat. And it's got like a little bit of like a heather grainy design to the front and to the rest of the hat, but it's pretty simple. It's not like the 2019 version where it was a bleached design, which I'll show later. Looking at the bill, it is matching the blue to the C. Let's look at the side here in the back. On the side is a blue New Era flag stitched in. On the back is the MLB logo with the blue stitched in. And on the top here, it's a blue button matching the bill and the flag. So let me show you a comparison of 2018 to 2019. I'm sure you can see a big difference. This is the 2019 Father's Day hat version. As you can see, it's a more blotched kind of pattern to the hat, and it goes all around. I did a video reviewing this when it first came out. I'll link that down below. It's got a bleached look to it, and I kind of figured, looking through some of the other 2019 Father's Day hats, that no two hats are the same. Some similarities I can see already are the blues on the bill and the C. I noticed that the button does not match for the 2019 compared to the 2018 hat. Kind of interesting. I mean, it's not the biggest thing, but it's a thing you'd notice as a hat collector, as a hat person. This one is a low profile, so you can tell that the bill is a little bit curved. And the inside is where it's really different. So let me show you the inside of the 2019 hat, if you can see. On the inside, it's the same blue from the outside, just the straight color of the fabric. On the inside is a gray sweatband, and as I'm noticing, the 7.5 is already coming off, which is kind of unfortunate. I like wearing this hat. And this hat is 100% polyester, and a gray sweatband on the inside, if I didn't say that already. But looking at the 2018 hat, it's really, really different. And after I took it home and finally noticed what it was on the inside, it's like, huh. It's not that it's turning me off, but it's just a different thing that I've never seen before. So here is the inside. And if you are saying to yourself, well, Professor, that looks just like the same as the outside, it is not. By look, it could seem like that. I know I got a bad lighting here, but that is a gray inside. And it is like a fabric almost, or kind of like a nylon material. It is not the same kind of inside as a standard on the field hat that the players would wear, like this one up here, where it's fabric on the outside, fabric on the inside. This is fabric on the outside, material on the inside. And when I say material, I kind of refer back to thinking of what a ProLite or a dry fit hat are made of, where it's not like a fabric, doesn't have a soft feel to it, but it's just a flat material. And it's totally different than the outside of the hat, which is interesting. I haven't seen anything like it beforehand or any of the other current holiday hats. So let me try to read off to you here the material that it's made of, because it's way different than most of your other hats. So, made in Vietnam, it is 77.7 something percent polyester. I think 15 point something percent. Oh my god. Viscose? And then 3.1% spandex. And that's a crown. And then the bill, the visor, is 100% polyester. Yeah, this is really weird material that's being listed. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to put up a picture of what it says. And if you can read it, then that's great. Tell me what it is, because I can't read it. But yeah, I think especially with that little bit of the spandex is on the inside of the hat here. Or, you hear that? Got a scratch to it. So it's still a nice fit. It's a little tight, a little snug, but I'm gonna be bending the crown a bit to loosen it. So I just wanted to do a quick hat reveal to this hat and compare it to the 2019 hat. I know that my buddy Major League Hats had done a hat review when these came out, the 2018 version. He did one on his San Francisco Giants. I actually watched that video before I had made this video, just to take some notes down, see what he noticed on that hat. I'll link that video down below too, and make sure you all subscribe to him if you haven't already. So that's just my quick hat pickup. This is hat number 138. And more videos will be coming soon. And I hope you've enjoyed class today. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you had picked up a Father's Day hat from this year, last year, any other year before, if you've picked up holiday hats in the past, I've been getting into them more often now. And it's a cool thing to get them now and also hunt for them. Hunt for the old version, because they don't always have them on Lids or Fanatics anymore, or the team site, so you have to go out on eBay or in specialty stores or any other mom and pop sports store and find them. So just wanted to make this video here. Thank you for coming into class. As always, hats off to you for watching. Class dismissed. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. I want you to make it your goal. Get it? Blackhawks, hockey, pun, goal, joke. Anyways, make it your goal to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time.